Your boy did it again. I feel like every time I come on here, I'm always just coming back from New York.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me.
And I hate the fact that I never make the video prior to going to New York, but it was so much going on, getting pieces together. I had brand collabs and stuff that I had to do prior to going. And then I was supposed to be planning out outfits, and it just went so bad. I had like 45 days to plan because I was already ahead of schedule. I was fiending to go to New York Fashion Week. And I just dropped the ball with that, but it kind of made up in the long run. But I definitely dropped the ball with that one. As soon as I touched down in New York, I was on a mission to find some pieces because now I'm like pressed for time. I don't have no pieces, like everything just going crazy. But I knew I had to get some pieces just to be ready for Fashion Week. Like I could not go to Fashion Week looking regular. It just wouldn't have worked for me. Thank goodness I found some good pieces. I had to stop at the thrift store. I done went to Uniqlo. I done went to a couple of different places trying to put things together. I was in Second Street like one, two, three, 4, 5 times. Like I was just back and forth in so many stores in Soho, just trying to put fits together. But it definitely worked out in the end. We'll talk about that in a minute because I got a big opportunity when I was out there. I was able to help style a whole fashion show. I never even expected to have this opportunity. But I was just RSVPing for a show and I put that I do styling as well. My fault, y'all. My camera had died. But I had put on the email that I style as well. And so when I'm just going about my week because we just RSVPing for a bunch of shows. So I get the email like, do you want to come and help assist style the show? And I'm like, what? Of course. Like I wasn't gonna let that opportunity go by. Like I wanted to be on that ASAP. I was corresponding with the designer. I went to the fitting. I seen all the pieces, everything. He already basically had everything together, the fits that he wanted to put on certain models. But certain models came late and some just didn't have looks because they weren't there at the fitting and everything. So I had to help put together fits. He already had his pieces. It's a design, it's a brand. But I had to put the looks together. I had to make sure it fit right. Certain things wasn't fitting on certain models. So I had to find other pieces, put looks together, everything. Like it was a whole experience. Shout outs to Geechee Vigilantes. That brand is so amazing. And for giving me this opportunity, like that basically was the start of my fashion week. I didn't even get to go to shows the first 2 days because one day I was helping with the fitting. The next day I was at the actual show and helping the models get together in X, Y, and Z. So I didn't get to do the first 2 days. And then after that, me and my friends ended up going to this model party. I think her name is Awang. You know Awang. She's like a big, like supermodel type girl. Like she's that girl. And so we went to her party, and when I say it was like everything you could think of, it was free everything, free drinks, free hookah, everything. They had a rooftop, 3 different levels. It was just a big thing. And I just, yo, like, I really got my fashion week out this time. I've experienced fashion week before years ago, but it was never to this extent. Before, when I experienced fashion week, I was young. I maybe went to 1 or 2 shows, and I feel like it was more so, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it didn't give me the same experience that I got this time around, if that makes sense. And the people that I was with made the experience better because they was a little more connected and I could get in certain places that I wasn't able to get into before. So I'm at this model party. It was like a big thing. People couldn't even, when I say the crowd was so big, the line was all the way down the block. It was so many people out there. I just couldn't believe it. You know, everybody's gonna be outside. It's fashion week. So all the content creators, the actual models, like the real models, was outside. Everybody, stylists, designers, everybody was outside. And you know they wanted to attend that party. Of course, she's a top model. I went to the B&H creator event, and they do like cameras and all of that, all the things for photography, videography, and everything. And that event was amazing. They had like different displays. They had all the cameras out. It was just a big thing. I really enjoyed that event as well. And honestly, I like attending these PR events. You get to network with different creators and everything. You get to see inside the brand and get a little insight onto what's next. And so I love things like that. And they always give out great things. The PR gifts be amazing. I got some great things for my camera. So that definitely helped, and it was definitely beneficial to me. So now another thing that ended up happening, I went to the Daniel Leather show. Well, I tried to attend. Let me tell you what happened. We all out there, we're online. I'm with my cousin because she's on the list for media. And so she put me on the list with her as her plus one. So I'm there, we all online, and we're out there for like maybe an hour and a half. Now, any other thing I would have left, but since I was here to support my cousin and be there with her for the show and help her with media, I was like, let me just stay and stick it out. The show ended up being canceled. We just like wasted our time out there.
And next month I have to say this, but the same show we're gonna do in 10 days. Every model that was walking is still gonna walk in the same direction.
Yeah, but it was like a gift from God because we ended up seeing this girl that I had met prior, like at the beginning of Fashion Week, and she recognized me on the line. And so me and her talking, chopping it up, and she's like, well, she's about to go spin off to another place. It's a PR event. So I'm like, oh, cool. If anything, I'll slide with you there. And so she's like, okay, whatever, whatever. She was like, let her scope out the scene and see how it is. And then she'll let me know if she can get us in. Oh, and she worked her magic and she got us in. Shout outs to her. She really did her big one with that. It was altogether a great experience. It helped me enjoy Fashion Week and really see what Fashion Week is about. And also it helped me see the rooms that I could be in, if that makes sense. When I say I was putting looks together, like I told y'all I had hit up the thrift store and whatever. Don't sleep on the thrift store. The thrift store will put you together. It was certain pieces that I was finding for $40, $10, like less, like $5. When you layered it up and you put it together, you throw your little accessories on. It was a pair of glasses that I found on a table in Soho for $10. Putting it together with my fits, like when you putting together fits in a rush. Let me not say a rush, but you putting fits together, and I mean, maybe it is a rush, but I don't want to seem like the fit is rushed because the fit wasn't rushed and the look wasn't rushed. But getting the pieces and putting together was, y'all know what I mean. But the fit came together, and all the fits like just hit each and every time, in my opinion. I don't know what y'all think, but go on my IG and you will see all the pictures. I'll post a few here, but on IG you'll really see the real carousels and everything and how I put the pieces together. Everything. It's just I did my thing. I did my thing so much that a blog reposted me and I got posted on a magazine page. So I really did my thing out there. I really did. I'm gonna toot my own horn this time, and I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Like I did my thing this time. I did. After a while though, the Fashion Week started overwhelming me because every day was a event, a show. I had to put together fits. Meanwhile, I'm coming all the way from Brooklyn all the way to Manhattan every single day. So it was definitely overwhelming. And I was going out, I was being outside from maybe like, you could say 1 o'clock to 12 or later every day. I was just outside going to events. It was Fashion Week parties, after parties. The after parties be lit. I'm not gonna lie. But it was so many events and parties. It was like I was burnt out. Then I wasn't even posting half of the content. I have so much content within my phone that I have not posted just because I was on the go so much. And so that be the problem when I get to New York. I kind of get, it's not that I was off track, but I need to balance going to events, going to these PR things, and posting my content. Like, but the time that I post my content is also the time that those events were starting. So it was just, I just couldn't get it out. So I'm gonna post my content regardless. I'm gonna post it now. I'm gonna do a couple of recaps, a couple of dumps on IG, and look, I'm telling y'all now about my whole experience. So I'm definitely gonna get my content off. It's just the fact that when I'm in New York, it just seems like I can't get my content out as best as I can when I'm here. But when I'm here, it's like that's all I have to do is post my content and do my content. So it's like I'm more focused on the indoor content and posting my content and the business side of it, like doing emails and stuff. Because I, when I'm in New York and I'm getting packages from PR, it'd be so hard to get my packages. Like I'm in a building, and so a lot of times I have to ship it to my family member's house that lives in the actual house where I know for sure that these packages are gonna arrive there. Well, I don't know 100%, but it's a better chance versus sending it to a building where anything could happen. The delivery person could sit it in front of the building. They could sit it in the lobbies. A lot of times they don't even want to come upstairs in New York. So getting my packages is such a hassle. But when I'm here, I could go right to the front door and go get my package. A lot of time, look, I got a camera, everything. Like I'm in the house, so they're gonna drop the package off majority of the time. But in New York, it's just always a hassle. But since I'm back, I'm definitely getting in my bag because I know for a fact where I want to go and where I want to be now. Being in those rooms and being in those spaces definitely amplified me. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I'm amped up 100%. I know that I gotta put in that work in because I want to be invited to these shows. I don't even want to have to RSVP. I want them to invite me personally. And I know that that takes a certain level and takes like a grind, and I have to be somewhere high up for them to do that and for them to notice me. And so I have to put in that dub. Gotta put in that work. And so that's definitely what I'm doing now. I'm definitely maximizing all my social media platforms. I'm definitely working way harder than I did before because I felt like I was working hard before. It's definitely much more work to be done. I'm not gonna beat myself up, but I'm definitely gonna put the best foot forward this time. I'm definitely gonna be more consistent on this platform. Today I did not feel like doing this video just because it was raining and I wasn't feeling too well earlier. But I'm like, you have to do what you said you was gonna do. Stop putting things off to tomorrow, putting it off to the next day, because that's how you end up not doing it, and you kill your momentum, you kill your routine, you just kill the whole energy towards your whole situation. And so I don't want to do that where I'm not gonna want to do my content and X, Y, Z just because of excuses when I could have just made it. Like it's always a way to make your content, and I have to keep that in my mind. Like you can make the content, just give yourself a breather and just go shoot it. I'm done with chasing perfect. I'm done with just nitpicking everything. I'm just gonna shoot my content, and I'm gonna be way more consistent on here. But thank you guys for tuning in. You guys always keep me motivated. I see y'all comments and everything, and it just boosts me every time. And I thank y'all. Thank you for rocking with me in another video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.